de Castro, and I'm a minister here at First United Methodist Church, and we welcome all of you back to our series of recording our members, those that have been in our church for the past 40 years, 50 years and more, just to know a little bit more of our history. Today, Paul Mayer and myself went and interviewed our sister, Jean Jones. And please be blessed by what she's gonna say. Hello, Jean Jones.
Hi, Pastor.
Okay, this is Pastor Fernando, and this is one of our series in our conversation with our members. The goal of our conversation is to talk with those that have been part of the First United Methodist Church in Savanna for the past 40 years, 50 years and more. And I heard about you from our last guest, was Jackie Walker, and I am curious to know a little bit about you. Will you start by telling us who you are, your name, and whatever you feel like, please?
Okay, I'm Marilyn Jean Tanicus Jones. Tanicus was my maiden name. And I was a little kid that grew up on a little 40-acre farm about 270 miles down in Illinois. And we had a farm, and my dad had horses all the time, and my mom taught school plus, and we didn't have a well. We had to go to a spring and carry all our water for our chickens and for different animals and so forth. And my dad followed those horses in the field daily doing farming. But we had a minister, Methodist minister, who lived up just the slope, probably 300 or 400 yards from our house. His name was Forrest Crouch. And so they would take us, my sister and I, to the little Methodist church in a little town called Herrick, Illinois, when we were small, because actually Mom taught school all the time, and she was preparing food all weekend and doing gardening and things like that. So they didn't really attend much, but we went. And after that, then when I was married, we were looking for a funeral home, and we ended up in Savanna, Illinois.
When was that?
1961, I think, or 60 or 61, right in there. And by that time I had 2 little babies, and our parents lived within a couple miles of each other. Though I didn't know Mel because we went to different schools at that time. And I did not know him until our brothers got us together. But nevertheless, we ended up being married, and then we had 2 little boys, Mike and Mark, and moved to Savannah when the funeral director passed away here, and we had help from the funeral director that was Mel worked for him in Shelbyville, Illinois, and then also Cambridge, Illinois. My two boys were born in Geneseo, and so we came here, and of course we just naturally went to the Methodist church. And
I relate a lot to your early story, carrying water and living in a little farm. I understand that. So tell us now about your involvement to our church. When was it the same time you started going to church? When was that? You started coming to Savanna for
must have been in well, we lived in Cambridge for a while and went to their Methodist church.
Yes.
And so we were there for a year or 2, and then we moved up here, and then we just started going here to church.
What are your best memories about Savanna First United Methodist Church?
Well, I think everybody was friendly. It was packed with people. The place was filled with people. And so, of course, having 4 little children, I didn't do as much then. I mean, they were just trying to keep the boys together there. And but as time went on, I liked to work in the kitchen and do things like we did last Sunday. That was probably one of my favorite things to do, work with people in there.
It seems like Jean likes to be at the background, and you did a great job last Sunday during the Super Bowl.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be the boss of it.
Yeah. So tell me, Jackie Walker said the same thing. Everyone was friendly at our church in the past. Tell me, what are your hopes for the church as you now you are not much involved? What do you expect? What is your message for the members that are leading the church now?
Well, I think we need to get the teenagers in and teach them to play chess, or there's card games that are good card games for kids to play. I know one of our favorite things for John and I was going to Encore down in Baldwin, Indiana.
Yes.
And we love doing that, and Pastor Bill Landis would go with us, and John could probably add something to that.
You will.
We had a great time down there, and we usually played cards in the evening if there was nothing going, didn't have meetings or anything. So that was one of our favorite things to do. Oh.
All right, thank you so much, Jean John. I didn't know your name was Marilyn. Today, there is always something to learn as we interview our guests. And my friends, keep that today with you. Our church was very friendly. And thank you so much for the opportunity.
I think it has been friendly church all the time. I just wish we could get young people in there. That's what we need. We need to get the junior high students, and we need to get high school students in. Get some chess games going. Get something, you know, the little competition things that they would like to do.
That could attract them.
Yeah.
Jean is telling us about something I've heard about family friendly, right? That the church had in the past. We're gonna work hard to see if we can bring that back and give more life to our church.
Yeah, I think if you just work at trying to get some of those kids in, you know, they would love to have chess contests, but somebody needs to teach it.
Okay, thank you.
And so forth. And I think that really, that's the way to build a church, get the young people. I mean, we're old ducks.
Yeah. No. We still have a lot to learn from you. Thank you so much, and God bless you.